it was time for new leadership in the department.
Right now at 7, after nearly 8 years on the job, Durham's police chief is being forced out. Good evening. I'm Sharon Taswell.
And I'm Sean Maroney. Thanks for joining us. The city manager made the announcement today saying a change of leadership was necessary. WNCN Investigates Jonathan Rodriguez is live outside police headquarters with the details. Jonathan?
John, good evening. There's no doubt this news comes after the very difficult past couple of years for this department and for the chief. He's been under immense pressure from a lot of groups to resign. He says this is his retirement, but the city manager made it clear it was time for him to go.
We don't have to agree, but there needs to be a strong level of respect between the police department and the community.
It's a relationship that's been pushed to its limits over the past couple of years.
I think it was a good decision. I think it was a late decision.
Is the chief being forced out?
Well, basically, I met with the chief about 10 days ago and told him of my decision that it was time for new leadership in the department.
City manager Tom Bonfield says it was a decision that was not based on any single event, but a culmination of issues.
This was a lot less about past performance issues, but this was more about what we needed in the department, what we needed in the community from the police chief going forward.
We're hoping that we get a police chief that is going to embrace the systemic and institutional change that we've been asking for.
Spikes in crime rates, allegations of racial bias, and a lack of transparency have plagued the department under Lopez's leadership. Do you believe the chief handled these issues well?
Well, again, I think it's important at this point that we focus less on the past and more on the future. And there are a variety of things that we all could have done better. We've all learned from that.
Last year, WNCN Investigates exposed missing and inconsistent record-keeping involving the department's use of force. When we tried to talk to Chief Lopez about it, see if we can talk to you about use of force.
No, we're not doing that.
Instead, he walked away. Is there a reason why, though?
I'm not going on camera, and I think it's wrong that you would do this.
Well, no, we did something we thought is very important to talk about.
For you to accost me when I'm coming from my car, I think it's just inappropriate.
Sir, I promise we're not accosting you. All I have is questions.
Yeah. Clearly, for police-community relations to improve, we've got to continue to find ways to be more transparent and more communicative.
I think the job of the police chief is not only to administer and manage the police force, but to set the example.
A new example from a new chief that people who call Durham home are hoping will make the city better.
It's time for change. Change is not a bad thing. We embrace it.
Now, we asked the police chief for an interview. We have not yet heard back from his office. He did release a statement saying this is the hardest decision he's ever had to make in his career, and he thanked the people in this department for all their work. The city manager also thanked the chief for his 8 years of service. They say he's one of the longest-serving chiefs in Durham's history. He will get a 6-month pay severance package, and the search for the new chief will start in October. We're live in Durham. Jonathan Rodriguez, WNCN News.
Jonathan, thank you.